Anytime I mention the USA to someone, I usually describe America and Americans as alchemists, since they literally built a system that should not exist. I mean, how do you explain how one nation rules the entire world? Well, I guess you do it with a 2-minute YouTube video. Since 1945, US strategy has been consistent: prevent any rival superpower from dominating Europe and Asia, maintain control of global trade routes, preserve dollar dominance, and maintain technological and military superiority. Everything else is tactical. Policy shaped by four formal institutions: the executive branch, Congress, defense establishment, and intelligence community. Key nods include the Pentagon, the CIA, NSA, and Department of State, and structural powers that include defense contractors, Wall Street, big tech, energy sector, and think tanks. Foreign policy in the US is institutional, not personal. Presidents influence tone, institutions maintain continuity. The US remains the world's only global military power, with 11 aircraft carrier strike groups, 800 plus overseas bases, nuclear triad, advanced cyber and space warfare. With that kind of military prowess, the US can attack from anywhere within days. But the most powerful weapon for the US is not military, but the dollar, which is 60% of global reserves, primary oil settlement, and the backbone of global trade. The Federal Reserve, IMF, World Bank, and SWIFT network make sure that the system stays that way. The main competitor to the US is China, which is doing everything in its power to break out of the US system with tech, new trade routes, and its growing military. Although not a competitor, Russia is a disruptor. The war in Ukraine is about NATO expansion, European security architecture, and energy routes. The US is reducing its footprint in the Middle East, but not exiting. Not when strategic priorities are to protect Israel, counter Iran, prevent terrorist resurgence, and to secure oil routes. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization is its main alliance. Germany, France, and the UK matter, but the security umbrella is America. The US depends on Europe for legitimacy and industrial alignment, but Europe depends on US security guarantees. No superpower can project strength abroad if it is unstable at home. The United States faces rising political polarization, growing federal debt, industrial hollowing in certain regions, and cultural fragmentation that strains social cohesion. However, the country retains structural advantages that most rivals lack: a powerful immigration pipeline that replenishes talent, the world's deepest capital markets, energy independence driven by shale production, and a dominant innovation ecosystem. The US is still the dominant military power, still controls the global financial system, and still the innovation center. But China is the first real systemic rival since the USSR. Internal division is increasing, and a multipolar world is emerging.